Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire, where I have heard loud and clear, stop doing Perfected Strike. It's not viable in Ascension mode unless you get lucky and go to the Necronomicon. Okay, fair enough. We're doing Ascension. Forget your freaking, keep your stupid dailies in your pocket. We're going back to the Ironclad. We're going to build a run. Take 21 damage, get a rare relic. Let's freaking try. I love it. It's my new son. I want the option to not fight an elite. So we're going to go here. Not fight an elite until we get a chance to rest, if possible. So, what's the condition for this Ascension run? We're going to build not a Perfected Strike run. How does that make you feel? Does that strike you in all the right places? I hope so, because that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to do it like this. We're definitely going to end up net taking damage here, but my hope is that by just like forcing myself and committing to not doing a Perfected Strike build, Entrenched could be so valuable later, but for now it's not worth too much. I'm going to try it anyway. It does suck up an upgrade, but it's not like we have anything else that justifies it right now anyway. And we're saving energy because of Ice Cream, by the way. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make mistakes with it in the future. I'd rather take one and hit you harder this turn. But for now, most of these are not mistakes. These are genuine tactical moves. Inflame. It is 2 strength. It costs you 1 energy, but we might be able to collect that energy elsewhere. I kind of think Inflame is not that good. But knowing it exists, we can start to build around it, take cards that hit multiple times, and maybe do a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I know. That's all I can say. Might be able to kill you next turn. 26. Okay, not possible. We'll just put a max block here. We want to hit him on a turn where he's not blocking, if we can. Probably a bash and a strike will finish the job. Going okay so far. I do think that if we're going to build this, dude, Shrug is so good. It's so good. But Body Slams... mission critical as well. I think I'm going to take Shrug because it works better no matter what the archetype is. Or I should say it just works no matter what the archetype is. But I do want Body Slams if possible. I'm going to fight first because if we do really well against this guy, then we might... By the way, hate this. Sure... Seems okay. If we do really well against this guy, we might choose to fight the elite. No promise, obviously. Or at least I hope it's obvious, but... actually went really well. We're gonna be at like 60 HP. I think at 60 you have to fight. I'm gonna take a Twin Strike. Not for Perfected Strike purposes, mind you. We really wanted an early bash, and what we're gonna do is actually bash and then inflame. If Inflame and Bash would wake him up, which I would prefer not to, if possible. Definitely going to wake him up this turn, though. Save 1 energy. Take a Dex Potion. We're going to go 2 and 2. Take 6 damage. Well, I was going to say it's unlikely. It's not unlikely. It's just not going to happen that we're going to upgrade a card at our first campfire here. That's mildly annoying. Can't get you. So you know what? We should block twice. It's mildly annoying, but we're going to have gotten a relic for this. I hate this as well, by the way. We're going to take 2 more damage to make it happen. But for getting a relic... oh my god, we still need to hit him 1 more time. It might be worth... I mean, most relics are worth not upgrading a card or foregoing upgrading a card. Nope. There is a case to be made, I guess, for, like, taking a searing... a searing blow and just upgrading it over and over and over. I'm assuming it gets 4 extra damage every time, but I don't know. I've seen Twitch streamers do it. But I've never seen one do it and win. Doesn't mean it can't happen. So I was wrong, by the way. We actually are going to upgrade a card. We're going to upgrade Entrench to make it really twice as good and about 500 times more playable. Gambling Chip seems like a great start. We got to shop early. I do like Finesse. It precludes us from taking other relics, but I do like it. All right, what do we like immediately? Well, we can get to 16 block, but we won't be able to play the Bash. I like this. Should have drawn first, but the whole deck is strikes and defends, so what do you expect? I don't see us having, like, a truly incredible deck yet. I think you can go ahead and hit me for 1, just to let me get ahead of you a little bit. Especially if you're going to weaken me. Yeah, exactly. Sure, go ahead. I don't think we have a clear route to victory here, and I hope that that's obvious, but I think we're doing pretty well. Haven't had the rest on the first floor, which is always nice, and we know what our deck is good and bad at right now. Now, let's think about this. I mean, Rage fits super well, except we're low on energy, but Rage is also free itself. I'm just saying, like, it's not going to necessarily add too much yet, but obviously we do want some body slams along with it. Double tap can be amazing as well, but I think we'll start Rage. Now, depending on how this goes, we really would like to, like, apply vulnerability turn 1. Okay, can't do it. Depending on how this fight goes, we might be able to fight one more elite before resting. I would not get your hopes up. Right, stop playing skills. I wouldn't necessarily get your hopes up, but maybe we'll get lucky. I kind of hate it. I figured, okay, fine. Figured we'll put up some block at least. I thought this was his weak turn. I think we can afford to do that. We have given him 8 strength up. We will not be fighting the other elite. All things considered, that could have been worse, probably. Nunchaku. Whirlwind is super good for crowd control. I think one of those in the deck is just fine. You know what? Who dares wins, maybe. Or loses, but with authority. So I do think corruption, if you get like a corruption barricade deck, you know what? Let's go for it. I'm going all in on this, and we might appear to get worse for a while. We don't want to wake him up this turn if possible. We might appear to get worse for a while. Because I'm so used to the perfected strike deck, and I can almost, almost get a win with it. Alright, I guess we'll take a turn off, and then just cool it. Just stay here. Don't even play corruption yet. Bash would be nice. Dude, this is horrible. I mean, I don't even... Why would I hit him? You know? I just will just save 5 energy for next time and then pop Snecko Oil. We just didn't draw attacks. Mostly because we've taken all of them out of our deck. And I'm kind of tempted to pull this Snecko Oil, and I wanted to draw some 0-cost stuff. I want to crunch some numbers real quick. If we'll take 20, that hurts. But if we bash, and then this will do 11 times 6. I think that's our play. It did 10 times 6, but still. We really want to kill him next turn. We're going to live, but it looks bad. Was this worth it? You're going to think I'm crazy for this, but I actually sort of, as of right now, think that it was. As a result of... Well, we have to beat this boss. If we beat this boss, I'm going to say that it was worth it. Because we got some pretty okay relics out of this, as far as I'm concerned, at least. I kind of wanted to play Corruption, but... I'm just looking at this, I guess, and what I'm worried about right now is how am I going to do enough damage to this guy? And I think it's a very viable question. We're letting the energy roll over because we're not taking damage anyway. We just got to play very, very smart here, I think is the easiest way to put it. Now, we are going to take damage here, and there's nothing we can do about it. What was that sound? It's the sound of us losing our strength upgrade, I think. I'm going to let you hit me for 4 so that I can bash and hopefully weaken you a little bit faster. But, you know, life is becoming a little dangerous here. Every piece of energy we hold, it's worth something. Is this where we get our corruptions out there? I don't think so. I think this is where we bash. I'll throw a whirlwind in there. Any damage we can do while the enemy's vulnerable sounds good to me. 16 damage. You gotta do what you gotta do. 19. Okay. Well, we'll flex. We'll shrug. We gotta minimize the damage taken as much as possible. Only taking 2 on that one. It's a 30? Okay. Calm down. That's... We should play it. That's all we need. We got to 31 somehow. No. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of burns. We literally cannot put up blocks, though. So you just have to get the kill. No burns, please? Okay, few burns. If we don't kill you, we're dead. Alright, fair enough. I flew too close to the sun on this one. We were trying something different. Didn't get there. Probably should not have fought that other elite. Could have played a little better. Try it again. The Ironclad, I'm prepared, you know, beat my head against the wall and see what sticks. Give me the random rare. Fiend Fire. Exhaust synergy, but also a pretty okay card in its own right. I think this is a strong enough card that we could plan to go on the 3 elite path early. I'm okay with trying this. The only thing with Fiend Fire... We definitely should have just played another strike. It's funny because I'm bad. The only thing with Fiend Fire is we have to be really careful what we exhaust. We're just slightly ahead of the curve on this right now. Got him, though. If we exhaust the right stuff, and more importantly, if we don't exhaust the wrong stuff, we're going to be real happy, I think. So what else is valuable to us? Draw is really valuable. Honestly, Relic is the best here. Gold is good. Removing a card is good. Gold, I mean, it's only like 50, right? Or 25 even? How much do you get? 115 to... it's 100 gold? Not the worst thing to happen right before a shop. Really makes you think. I mean, I think Potion Belt is not good. Armaments is a block. We'd really like it to be upgraded. I kind of like the idea of Dreamcatcher. We're early, and it's early. I'll take a flex as well. And I think the better... I'll take a little damage to make this happen. The relics like that, the earlier you get them, the better they are, obviously. If we get the opportunity to take them right off the bat, we should. And realistically, we're probably going to have to rest from time to time. So I think I'm just going to exhaust all these, including the flex. Just to make sure we kill this guy as soon as possible. It's worth more to me in that situation. I think I'm going to bash. And then I'm going to block. And it's a net change of 3 HP. We lose 3 less HP, but we weren't going to kill him anyway, so... We will take Omamori to protect us. I do like Shockwave a lot, and I think it's one of the best upgraded cards. But first, we're going to have to rest to make our next elite fight possible. And I do think an Armaments, especially if we can upgrade it, is still worth taking. That felt great. So we know, like, no matter what, we have to fight elites here. We have to fight one more elite after this, so... Ideally, to rest would be really good. Just making sure we have attacks. Because if we exhaust cards and then put a lot of... Jeez. If we exhaust cards and then put a lot of... Dazes in our deck. I mean, we're going to draw a lot of dazes. So I played Flex mostly just to keep it alive. So we can use it in the future. But I'm expecting the rest of this fight to suck real bad. If we could take no more damage, I would consider that we've been given a golden gift from on high. See, I mean, we're already going to take damage. But then, if we could stay above half, because our next fight is, I guess, perhaps slightly more likely to be the Lagavulin, which is... If we can make him vulnerable on turn 1 and Fiend Fire him on turn 2, we'll be in heaven, right? By the way, Shockwave, beloved card. Maybe we don't find the opportunity to use it right here. Starting very similar to the last one. We got like a Wombus Combus. But we're going a little risky on this 3 elite strat. Seems like we might get out of this, you know, leaving with roughly 50 HP, which would be better than expected, to be honest. I mean, these guys, we have no crowd control. We just took the nuclear option early. You're really gonna live with 1 HP, huh? We got him. 45. Centennial Puzzle. I don't consider it that good, but I could be wrong. We really want an Exhume, honestly. A Headbutt is mostly going to bring back a Flex, which I think is still worth trying. Strike and Headbutt get upgraded. Strike, who cares? Headbutt, very nice, of course. Okay, well, he's vulnerable. Next turn, please God, give me Fiend Fire. Oh, no. So we're going to put up quite the defense. You know what? And then we're going to draw a bunch of extra cards thanks to Centennial Puzzle. And then we should just crap on him. Get him killed. That actually turned out way better than I ever would have expected. Red Skull. Unlikely to be worth anything, but that's okay. And you know what? Give me a Seeing Red. We're not really building towards an exhaust synergy right now. I really do like Ghostly Armor. I think I'm going to add it and then stop it there. Although, dude, Infernal Blade is pretty great. That's one of my favorite cards. Even if it's not that good, and I don't know if it is or it isn't. I just like it. We can come so close to killing you. I think instead, we're going to play this weird. We'll save Fiend Fire for later. I think you're dead. Wow, that went very well. That was not a weird play at all. It was just a good play. Very tempted to take Thunderclap, but at some point I know, like, I mean, it would be pretty useful right here, to be honest. But let's start with Infernal Blade and hope for the best. I'm dead. How do we want to play this? Oh my word. I think we should Armaments, Flex. Then we'll Flex to save it, and we know we're going to kill one of these fools. Might as well be the strongest one. Is there any point to playing Seeing Red? If we play 2 cards, we will still be able to do enough damage. So, sure, play Seeing Red, and then play Ghostly Armor so you take no damage, and you keep that card in your inventory. Smart. Smart plays. We're going to be a lot better off, probably, for the final boss fight than we were on the last one. Really just endeavoring to take 0 damage here. Or as little damage as possible is probably a better way to describe that. Hey, a strength upgrade. Of course. We do have to hit you twice. Little tedious, but... Alright, I don't know. I mean, again, it doesn't have a unifying sort of theme to this deck yet, but doesn't necessarily mean it's beyond winning. Seems okay to me so far. Now, the ultimate irony will be if we have, like, the actual perfect conditions for a perfected strike deck, and this is the one time we should have done it, but you can't think like that. Dude, Elite's having 25% less HP. Makes my life a lot easier. I still, like, always like Rage. And if that makes me wrong, then, you know, Daddy doesn't want to be right. I think we do this. This should be the easiest fight of our lives if we do this. We'll still rest prior to the boss fight just to be safe. Dude, I think a feed is this early. I love it. All right. Let's remind ourselves. I mean, what is this deck? This deck is Fiend Fire, and then it's done. So, something to give us some sustain might be the most valuable. I'll take Inflame. I hate it. Trust me, I didn't want to play Ghostly Armor, but I'm very worried of what this deck could look like. Once we lose a lot of cards, but then also Inflame. So this is the turn. Oh man, I really... Fiendfire. Just sitting there. Very unfortunate. I guess... you just... hit a little bit on this one. It's the best you can do. Why not? Apparently Infernal Blade is just summon a Body Slam. I'm gonna defend. Headbutt. I know we're taking damage. Oh, that just brought back defend. Unfortunate. I'm gonna let you hit me for 5. I'm also gonna pop this Dex Potion. We should have done it earlier. This is all about survival, though. We never had any expectation that we were gonna do, you know, like have a perfect boss fight. Perfects are for dailies. Okay, the weakness is about to wear off, but the vulnerability sticks around. So we're waiting for, sure. We're waiting for the right opportunity to Fiend Fire. And there's 2 things that play into that. One of them is drawing it. And that was the right time, I think. The other one was having a hand that wasn't too full of stuff we actually wanted. You know, I'm gonna swing for the fences. Maybe we'll draw a feed on the right turn to get something done. Which would not be this turn, just for the record. Now, next turn, who knows? So I actually think that, if possible, we would like maybe hit you a little bit. But apart from that, just stall. And then hope to draw a feed as soon as possible. Get some HP out of it. Look at that. Okay. We have a chance to make something work here. We need Exhume. Really, like Exhume to trigger a feed or to trigger a Fiend Fire coming back is our win condition, I think. And then, energy is very valuable. I think we can say no more gold because we have Omamori to protect us from curses for a while. I think we fight elites because they have less HP too, so... Wow, they're so spread out. This is 2. 2, huh? Well, okay. 4 energy. Feels nice. Still gonna take 11 damage. Dude, that's what the sustain's for in Fiend Fire. No Fiend Fire. But, Feed needs to do 15. Love it. Why would you not play Rage first? Can I give you an honest answer? Your boy's a fool. An absolute idiot. Now, this guy's dead to a Fiend Fire. We could Exhume a Feed and try to get even stronger. Well, let's just worry about killing him first. Should have always played his strength first, you fool. Fiend Fire will still kill him. We just want him to not get away with our... Well, we can't gain the gold anyway, so he's already gotten away with it, I suppose. Dang. I don't think Sever Soul is what we want. I don't think we need Cleave. I think we have enough single target damage to make this happen. Let's put that to the test, apparently. Well, this stinks. We're only going to take 2 damage, but still. This is more than 2. But the weakness is so good. We're taking 11. That does a good job. Let's knock this guy out so we don't even take one. We're still going to have to kill him at some point. That goes for all these guys. Eventually they're going to buff. Not this turn, though. This will kill you. We'll take 3. No problems, I think. This guy's taking next turn off. Only got to worry about you. You'll forgive me, but I really want to take no damage. He's buffing. We got a turn. Fiendfire obviously does really well for us. I'm like, save the flex, exhume, Fiendfire. You need 3 cards. You really, to be honest, need more than 3 cards. But we can at least take him out again. And my next play is, you know, if you get feed, you just wipe one. Get that HP. Or try to take this guy out the easy way. Yeah, I like, well, we got them both. Dude, this is, it's a little bit of a chess match, but it's working. I think a pre-upgraded Entrench is fine. I will give you a basic card. This guy's a real problem. This guy's like borderline elite level in my world. I thought about playing the power. I really did. We're just waiting for... If we get Fiendfire, he's done. This is weird. Fair to say, was not what we're looking for. We are only taking 5 on that second turn, though. We're just stalling until Fiendfire shows up anyway. And I'm like, is there any way we can make feed happen? I don't believe so. I am tempted to take a cleave. I think I'm going to put one of those in. I'll take Pen Nib. In the rare situation, it might make a big difference. I think in this case, we should rest before the elite fights. I think I can make bloodletting happen. I think the extra energy will prove to be worth something. Especially if we got 2 elite fights coming up. But the elite fights, this is where we should have fun. Really. It's kind of a weird one, but I think I'm going to entrench and then headbutt and bring back... Entrench. Just, it's like safekeeping. Our whole skill set in this game right now, and you noticing it for yourself, I assume, it revolves around waiting for Fiendfire to show up and then playing Fiendfire. I'm just running numbers. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it does 70 damage. If we play this, 12 damage for each exhausted card. And times 6, it'll do 72. But we'll take 21 damage in the process. That's terrible. So here's what I'm thinking. Armaments, flex. No, sorry, armaments, exhume. We are going to flex anyway. What if we bash? 15 times 4 is only 60 damage. I hate it. But we did make him vulnerable. I don't know, the Fiendfire was... I mean, that's our win condition. Why not use it, you know? Should have thought about that. We played Exhume already, but I gotta... Oh, I don't even have the energy. Yeah, we stalled when we should have gone for the Jugular. So hopefully Fiendfire shows up early. Or we could, I mean, do that. That's also very nice. Mind you, we're about to take 18 damage right to the face, but... I hate that you're going to live here. And you're going to do another 15 damage. We're going to heal through it, but I mean, this is not a good fight. And it's all because I didn't pull the trigger when I had the chance. I feel like Al Pacino in an Al Pacino movie. Have to rest again. Was really hoping to upgrade there. 24 cards is already somewhat of a thick deck. Okay, Shuriken is a great relic, and it's sustain that we need. These elites are the whole reason we took a cleave. I just want to kill one with feed. But then we can't... Well, we can play Fiend Fire, but what's the point? Valid. Yeah, okay. No reason to bloodlet. Okay, so we take 20, but we gained max HP. I don't mind this. We were gonna, in all likelihood, take damage anyway. Okay. It's pretty good. Might as well ice ya. Oh! Didn't need it, but still. I'm playing a little sloppier here, but it's still going well. Now, I know you're like, exhume feed. Honestly, like a pretty good idea, but I'm just going to hold off on it. Maybe we'll draw it again later when we're both cats. Guile? Yeah, okay, not bad. Juzu Bracelet. It's one of those cards where I never know how much it's actually helping. I will take a second Ghostly Armor. Against or as a result of my better judgment? I don't know. We're only going to take a small hit here. 3 damage, actually. And then Fiend Fire is here to take him out. It feels like it's worth using Exhume, but how much damage do we need to do? I mean, we need to have 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. Won't even kill you. What about Inflame plus 6? That's 72 damage. It won't kill you. What about Bash and 6? Bash and 6 will kill you, but we'll take damage in the process. Will Bash and 5 kill you? 15 times 5, 75 damage. I hope my math is right. If we do this right, we should take 1 damage. I didn't account for the damage of Bash, so yeah, I did it right with a little buffer. Exhume has been exhausted. So basically our new game plan is to stall until Feed can get the kill so we can get that max HP. Coming around. It's okay, we can wait. Gotta keep him low, but not that low. I mean, we probably should have played Shockwave, but most of the time, it wouldn't matter. It only matters now because this scumbag is gonna live. So we'll try to go through the cycle one more time. And we are gonna take 4 damage as a result, so we better get the max HP, or I'm gonna be real cheesed. So if we'd played Shockwave, we almost certainly would have had him. My bad. It did work though. Blood Potion, very helpful. I will take another flex. Absolutely. Obtain special relic, lose golden idol. Easy enough, because golden idol is useless now. Oh, right, whenever you gain gold, heal for 5. Forgot about that. Not too helpful in our present moment. Look, I think Clash can work here. I don't think it's a Clash deck, but I think it can work here. I'm willing to fight for this. Maybe I shouldn't be. We're only taking 2. You're probably dead next turn. We get anti-dex, right? Y'alls. These guys are pretty weak. It would be nice to maybe... How many... We only need 2 attacks to kill this guy. It's probably not even worth it if we could just, like, inflame... Or if we could flex and then just smack him and then Fiend Fire another unit. And then we'd play Rage, but I'm like... At that point, we'd be out of... We wouldn't have enough cards. Okay, I'm going to run it through in my head. Play Flex. Play Rage. Strike. Strike. 1, 2, 3. 14 each. 3 times 14 kills this guy. In theory, this should work. So, this is probably the best Slay the Spire I've ever played. I don't know if it's the best deck I've ever constructed. But in terms of actually doing the math, this is up there. Just wanted to see if maybe we'd get a heal out of it. We're just waiting until we get feed next turn so we can get our max HP up there. Okay, good stuff. Red Mask is worth something. And, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to take Metallicize, honestly. But it doesn't really fit the deck. We have so much energy, though. You know? I mean, a Heavy Blade, there's some value in it. We're not really like a strength-creating deck for the most part. I'm stoked, by the way, we get a chance to upgrade for the first time in forever. I think an upgraded Shockwave by default is a good choice. I also think you could definitely make the case that Armaments would be up there. I'm not sure how to feel about our fight against this guy. The real problem with this is I hate having Fiend Fire and Exhaust on the same turn. What I will do is play this once. You know what? Give me another attack. I'm okay with it. And then, I hate losing the Exhume, but this is the best damage we can deal. Time will tell. That could have been like a terrible choice. Well, that's one way to get 10 block. I gotta admit, he's not as weak as I would like him to be. Keep in mind, doesn't look that amazing right now. But if we play 3 attacks, we gain strength. And that's kind of like, I mean, the crux of this deck right now is getting that strength. Well, the crux of the deck is Fiend Fire, but apart from that, it's getting the deck up there. Or sorry, getting the strength up there. Very slow going right now. It's looking more and more like this blood potion is going to matter. Makes me very upset. What do we want next turn? Give me that flex. Oh! At least we got something out of it. Heal up anyway. You know you're going to need it. Alright. Terrible turn. This is where he starts hitting hard as well. 28 times 2. That's bad. Now we get attacks. Let's straight for that bash. We don't have a choice. We have to hit him hard. Please take a turn off. 27 damage. We're literally exactly dead. So we died, and I feel bad, but I also know what went wrong. We shouldn't have Fiend Fired. We should have waited for the Exhumed to not be in hand with the Fiend Fire. We get 2 of those. That's like 200 HP. He's gone. I still feel great about that run. We'll try another character next, but for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your advice with the Ironclad. I'm working on it. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!